The year is almost at a close, and September's all wrapped up. So as an early Christmas present, here's all the games that I played in September. Even if Christmas wasn't coming up, I'd probably still be making this video, but whatever. I started off this month by returning to Cyberpunk 2077 for a new playthrough on stream. It's always hard for me to start a new massive RPG game because of how much of a time sink it is. Skyrim I still have tucked away in my library to return to when I feel like it. It took me almost 2 years to complete Red Dead Redemption 2, playing off and on, and I haven't even gone past 10 hours on GTA 5 yet. But for Cyberpunk, I feel like it's much easier having it as an in-between game I'll return to between playing newly released games or ones that I have planned for videos. But really, it's just a me problem and a time management thing, but holy is this game something. It's been a long ride of updates since its release back in 2020? God damn. But now that the game is in a more than playable state, it's nothing far from peak. The story is engaging, combat is intense, characters are easy to get attached to, graphics are insane, and there's all the good things that you would expect from an in-depth RPG. I truly think this game is not only one of the greatest from this generation, but one of the games of all time, and CD Projekt Red have done a fantastic job digging it back out of its grave from release. And then, what else but Hollow Knight Silksong? Everyone and their grandma was playing this game at release, crashing every online game store, but for right now, I've set it aside to return to later, but yeah, the wait was worth it for this one. Not only is it bigger than the first game in terms of scope and content, but yeah, I don't know what else to say other than the game is really good. I personally think that it is better than Hollow Knight for me, and like the first game, the more you play, the better it gets. But it's not like it just expands and does everything better than Hollow Knight. But the way I like to play personally just aligns more in Silksong than it does in Hollow Knight. And although there are still people who want to complain about the difficulty and the progression and whatnot, it really is just a skill issue. I already yapped about this game too much in my full video on my main channel, so watch that if you're interested, but yeah, I'ma need to come back to finish the rest. I also played a lot of Deep Rock Galactic Survivor with its full release. Also, watch my full video on my main channel. And in between another short Portal playthrough, a little bit of Peggle here and there, a bit more Killing Floor, love this game, and a lot more Helldivers too. I played the heck out of the new Skate 4. I don't know what to call this game. It feels weird just saying Skate, so the new Skate will have to do. I'm a huge fan of the original trilogy, even though I never really played them when I was younger and only came back to them in the past year or so. They're still always good to get on and mess about in. I'm working on a main channel video on the game, so I don't want to talk much about it here, but even though it's gotten a mixed reception since its release, I'm a big fan of it so far. I just hope EA can keep their grubby hands off it for the time being. And during this month, I returned to Escape from Tarkov. Tarkov is always an interesting one because of how complex and time-consuming it is to learn even the basics of the game. And during my week-long grinding of the game, I really got into it, and I'll be looking forward to its full release in November. Also, during my recent time in the game, I peaked in my Tarkov career. I found a LEDX in a random duffel bag loot on a scav with a Toz. Just hear how I sounded after I got out with it. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Toz scav with LEDX. Toz scav with LEDX. Toz scav with LEDX. Toz scav with LEDX. Holy shit, holy shit. Toz scav with LEDX. I was so hyped. But it sits in a weird spot like many of my favorite games. Terraria and Satisfactory, to name a few, are hard for me to boot up and play just because of how much they consume my life. I'll be playing these games 24/7 for a whole week, ignoring basic chores and hygiene, and for Tarkov, it's the same. It's not often I get so addicted to a game that it completely takes over everything, but it's easy to notice when it happens, and oh my god is Escape from Tarkov a fun game. I started playing about this time last year actually, after months of playing DayZ, and I just had an itch for a new adrenaline-filled multiplayer survival game, and Tarkov certainly lives up to that. And while the devs can be sometimes economically ambiguous, and I'm really unsure about the future of this game in terms of content and also with the crazy amount of cheating, but I have fun with it.